Welcome to Secondhand History, the only online classroom with a dead animal for a mascot. If you enjoy being challenged by Bible lessons thrown together just in the nick of time, then you have come to the right place. Today's story is an illustration of the unlikeness of Jesus. It is narrated by a sad old man with delusions of mediocrity. Jesus is unlike anyone in human history. He was there before the first day when there was nothing. Jesus is God. He is the second member of the Trinity and therefore self-existent. Then he created everything in heaven and earth. He invented dirt and water, peaches, granite, camels, gold, beaches, and oil. Not that kind. That's better. He invented dinosaurs and black flies and, best of all, people. We are the only creation made in his image after his likeness. Anything invented by humans is simply people assembling their creations from the raw materials invented by Jesus. Soup is an excellent example of humans picking and choosing carefully selected inventions by Jesus to create something yummy. Other humans assemble creations and name their creations after themselves, including, but not limited to, the Ford Mustang by Henry Ford, the Sandwich by the Earl of Sandwich, the bowler hat by Thomas Bowler, the Ferris wheel by George Ferris, the Petri dish by Julius Dish. And then there were the Jacuzzi brothers, and I forget what they invented. Jesus was the only person in history ever to choose his parents. Jesus chose Mary to be his mother and Joseph to be his stepfather. He sent an angel to tell her ahead of time. He later told Joseph in a dream. Both of them were from the line of David, but that is another episode all by itself. Jesus chose where he would be born. The prophet Micah wrote that Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. There was a big disruption in the population that year to get Mary and Joseph into Bethlehem at just the right time, but it happened just as it was written. As a planet, we measure time from Jesus' birth. We affirm the deity of Jesus every time we write the date on something. July 4th, 1776 is a measurement that this event happened 1776 years after the birth of Jesus. Our calendar, though, is not perfect. We're off by 4 to 6 years, but even the unbelieving pagans must acknowledge his deity every time they write a check. And lastly, at least for today, Jesus is the only one who ever raised himself from the dead. This was done as proof that all of his claims about himself were true. He did die on a cross for the sin of the world. Believing in him does bring eternal life, and there is no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. So there you have it, the unlikeness of Jesus condensed for your educational edification. I wonder if unlikeness is even a real word now that I've built an episode around it. Wow, wouldn't that be embarrassing to do a whole class based on a word that wasn't real? I would sound like an idiot, and we can't have that. So until next time, this is Hubie Carpenter for Secondhand History, coming to you from our living room studio with the one good light bulb. And remember, if you don't have the bread of life, you're toast. Thank you for your attendance. Class dismissed.